So from NFL teams on the rise, we go to college teams on the rise. And if you haven't watched the NFL teams on the rise, I'll put that down in the description, since that's another video just like this one. But let's get started with North Carolina. Starting off, Sam Howell. Basically, Sam Howell is the answer for North Carolina. He's going to be the quarterback carrying them 10 wins each year, every year he's there. No questions asked. That's the reason why they're basically on the rise, because of Sam Howell. Also, their recruiting got better since Sam Howell got there, because players want to go play with him, of course. And it seems like they have a pretty decent coach. It's not the same one that was there with Trubisky, so this one actually is decent compared to Trubisky's. And with a Mason QB, it can carry a decent college team pretty well, especially in the ACC, to 10, 11 wins. Maybe even 12 if you get lucky against Clemson. Next, we move on to Miami, which this kind of North Carolina's problem, but excluding that, it's basically because of De'Aaron King. More than likely, I think he will probably be the answer Miami has been looking for, as they've always really had the talent, just the QB play was always completely off for them. And I think this might be the year they finally will be able to put it all together. They have the talent, just need to put together. They have the quarterback now that can probably put it all together. The only question is, will they actually put it all together? It's going to be one heck of a storyline for this season. Then we have Tennessee. Maybe not this year. They'll probably be on the rise eventually, especially since their recruiting's gotten better. And it helps when your recruiting getting better. You just need to find that quarterback that can actually quarterback that team to a winning season, and then they'll probably eventually make it in the SEC. Then we have Iowa State. Knocking it off, they have a good quarterback as well. Brock Purdy's damn good quarterback. He'll probably be here next year, and more likely he'll probably stay another year, his senior year, and help Iowa State win 9, 10 games. And it may not be his year this year, if we're being quite honest. But next season, if he stays, I expect a big step up. If he doesn't stay, I imagine he had a phenomenal season. So that moves me on to Texas. Texas was supposedly on the rise a couple of seasons ago, and they really have the talent to be on the rise. It is Ellinger's last year, so I kind of expect this to be a last hurrah for them. And honestly, I would not be surprised to see Texas on top of the Big 12 and run and show because of this. But we also have to keep in mind, they have some really good recruits, because it is Texas. You're able to recruit in state pretty well. Texas is basically like high school football century, so you're able to recruit pretty well from your own state. The only big question is who's going to be that quarterback after Ellinger. I don't think they'll have a problem getting one, though, so I'm not really too worried about that. Next on my list is Purdue. They also have a young quarterback, but a healthy season from Rondo Moore can really help skyrocket this team to be an 8-win team. He did it in 2018 when he was healthy, got injured last year. So I think Purdue can take the next big step with Rondo Moore healthy. Then we have TCU. I think this just helps with the amount of talent they have been putting in the NFL recently, like Gladney and Blacklock just this year, and Collier last year. Also, they just got Zach Evans, which is their first 5-star, even though this was basically like his 6th choice of college, but whatever. It should help TCU. Honestly, I don't even know how far TCU was down on this board. Definitely not his top 5 though. But it should help TCU. I think this should really help them develop more, especially in the Big 12 against those weak defenses. Expect Zach Evans to basically just have field day after field day. He's definitely one of the top running backs in the country, and he was for a reason. Then we have USC. This is just going to be a powerful offense with Slovis being a great QB. As well, you have St. Brown and Vaughn to help him this year. And this is going to be one good year for USC. And after this year, you're basically just going to have Keaton Slovis at his best, because he looks like he's going to be a great QB as well. Minnesota. They did rise up a little bit last year, but they are still getting better. That's the thing. PJ Fleck isn't done yet getting better and making this Minnesota team something special. Taron Morgan is going to get better as a quarterback. And let me tell you, Rashad Bateman is also a first-round prospect if he declares this next year for the draft. Next, we have Texas A&M. And this is our last team on the list. And Jimbo Fisher is trying to bring something here. They have gotten top 10 classes now in 2019 and 2020. And I'm really just waiting for him to get a QB that can win them games, and this program's going to be on top after he does that. He's doing fine bringing recruits that he was getting at Florida State to Texas A&M, which Texas is honestly just as good at recruiting for compared to Florida. So now it's just waiting for that talent to develop, developing that talent, and making this team one of the best in the SEC. So those are my opinions on college teams on your rights. If you guys think I missed on anyone or one of these teams shouldn't have been on here, tell me down below who and why they should or shouldn't have. Also, if you have a suggestion for another video, make sure to put that down in the comments below as well. And who knows, it may end up being in future videos sometime in the near future. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click on the link down below as you have Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. And of course, just make sure to keep the sports league flowing throughout the day.